I've owned my PlayStation 5 for nearly a year and I've never dusted it once, so let's take it apart and see how dusty it is. Supposedly it's really easy to remove the casing of the PlayStation 5, which I had some issues at the start, but once you get a feel for it, you just lift up from the PlayStation logo and pull down. The backside was surprisingly easier after I got a feel for it. Also, to my surprise, both fans were really not so bad. I've owned my PlayStation 5 for nearly a year and I've never dusted it once, so let's take it apart and see how dusty it is. Supposedly it's really easy to remove the casing of the PlayStation 5, which I had some issues at the start, but once you get a feel for it, you just lift up from the PlayStation logo and pull down. The backside was surprisingly easier after I got a feel for it. This video teaches you this is like...
Ma quanto è brutta la PS5 bianca! Ebbene, forse non sai che si possono cambiare le scocche. Come? Te lo faccio vedere subito? E via! Posizionatevi su una superficie morbida. Lo sapete dove? Il letto è perfetto. Ora agiamo sul logo PS e tiriamo delicatamente. Si è incastrato un disco sulla PS5? Non sai come rimuoverlo? Non ti preoccupare perché ti spieghiamo come fare. E via! Per questo tutorial avremo bisogno di un semplice cacciavite. Diamo la play in modo che il retro si rivolga verso di noi, poi la carichiamo verso destra di modo che il lettore sia sotto. Ora facendo molta attenzione perché altrimenti rompiamo tutti i ganci, dobbiamo sollevare qua e far scorrere la bilancia. Non vi preoccupate se salta via così, perché è normale, perché questi ganci garantano. Ora inseriamo il cacciavite in questo buco, svita, man mano che svitiamo lo vedremo uscire fuori. E col disco in perfetto stato mentre suona. Ricordi di salvare questo video. Indovinerete mai da cosa servivano questi berretti atipici dei soldati giapponesi. Se si osservano i berretti giapponesi della seconda guerra mondiale si nota che hanno un doppio orecchie che pende da diversi lati. È ovvio che questo capo di abbigliamento è stato inventato e introdotto nell'uniforme militare per un buon motivo, perché i soldati giapponesi della seconda guerra mondiale avevano strisce di tessuto sui loro berretti. È molto semplice. Fin dalla prima campagna militare sulla terraferma, i comandanti giapponesi avevano notato che sulla terraferma faceva più caldo che sulle isole. In agosto l'umidità era maggiore e soprattutto...
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
This is what they have.
Beh, lo pulisco poi domani. No.
It's on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Sitting at 1 over for the event. And now let's catch up with John Carter for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the 3rd. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player's firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. This one's for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. He's currently tied for 10th. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. And back to the course with the live action. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wonderful shot, and that will move him up the leaderboard as well. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off now on this par 3. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not bad. This putt for a spot in the top 5. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. Just missed. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Looks like this one's bunker bound. Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
They got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Nicely done.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Okay, let's get back to the action. Let's move 1 step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Was that a bit of a miss strike?
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holding out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row, and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major.
What a touch of class, holds it from the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole. And he's safely on the green with that shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Putting for par.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Well, that's a handy shot. Opting for the 5-iron.
This one is chewing fiber.
Aspetta, forse buono. Frena però, brutta stronza.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Oh, just missed that one. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity to take full advantage. This one looks to be bunker bound.
Proprio dentro la sabbia, porco Dio. Niente, dentro la sabbia.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back to back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 back from the leader. Now, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. That's disappointing. That was a gallant attempt.
Che gioco finito.
Okay, let's head to the next. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently 1 stroke better than
Sì,
his
questo qua non c'è
rival
neanche la
and playing
bandiera,
partner
ma
today.
vaffanculo.
He's currently tied for 12th.
Veramente a fare il culo.
The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretch at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at. And
Certo, vai nella sabbia, dalla
From
via.
there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. Ooh. Wow, that was impressive, particularly out of that line. And down she goes. And he'll move into the top 10. Let's head to the 12th hole. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Just didn't drop. Putting for a par now. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4. That tee shot looks pretty good. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Oh, so close. That'll sting a bit. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Sitting at 2 over for the event. This hole is a par 4. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 15.
This one is headed towards the nasty stuff.
Nicely done. And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead.
Nicely done. Good chip shot.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. He's
Dai.
on a good line. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's not the outcome they were after.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Wow. That one was absolutely lasered. John Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. This shot from about 190 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
Attaboy, good shot. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week. Going for less club here.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Basta.
That putt went a bit long there. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Dai, oh, ma quanto è finto sto gioco di merda.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And that's now 5 over for the round.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, well done. This putt is for a final score of 76. Oh, so close. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, well, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhome Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing out these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Bit too heavy-handed there. A 7-footer right here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This one's for bogey. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. Second shot here on the third. Oh my God!
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Here we are at the fourth hole. Come on, you're better than that.
Pretty good shot there.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Appears to have overcooked this one. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. This is their fifth shot. Let's take a look at the current standings. He finds himself in a share of 14th position.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Here we are at the fifth hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Oh, that was pure. Trying to get back to even par with this putt.
And this putt to be even with Tony Finau.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to tee off at the sixth. From around 180 yards out. Only a few shots off the pace. This looks to be heading to the green. Yeah, quality shot that. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. What's the player facing here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Yeah, that was a safe play. This putt is from 14 feet. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently in first place, looking to hold that lead here.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Unable to find the green on this one. This would be a great up and down.
Short game has always been stellar, and that's just why.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently in third place.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. It's currently tied for 11th. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxhorn Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those trees come into play, bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 and with possibly an eagle 3.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
A putt for a place in the top 10. That's frustrating. This is a par putt. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
3 strokes down with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to have to come up with something sporty to get to the top of the leaderboard at day's end.
Sitting at +1, trying to crack into the top 10. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 strokes back. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? That's a good punt to make, that one. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Oh, well holed.
Well, When your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Even for the day, a share of 7th. That should find the surface. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one, still counts.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make their par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card.
That dog will hunt.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, just missed. Well, that's a bit disappointing. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. We have a par 3 on this one. That's some good golf right there. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
Needs to make a move soon. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently in 4th place.
Henny, what does that line look like?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Opting for the 6 iron. That could play. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. This putt is for a share of 2nd.
Yes, Luke, and only 2 holes to go in this event.
Oh, so close. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Oh, I love the strategy of a short par 4. Good luck here.
They are trailing, heading into the short par 4. Do they take it on to the layup? How much do they trust their swing right now? We'll find out.
Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Now, this is a spot they need to get up and down from. Just 2 strokes off the lead.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
How close was that to going down? Par putt coming up here. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. This hole is a long par 4. You like that, didn't you? Playing from around 210 yards here. He's 2 shots back. Always pace, frustrated by missing a green. Getting ready to play their third. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And just about 8 feet left to the hole. It's on a good line. And this putt for a final score of 72. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Hello?
Meski kuyat
No.
parimpado. Cioè? Meski kuyat parimpado. Cioè? Cioè appena vedi la pulla, luce blu vuol dire sto all'ancora. Ok Pablo? Fatti bene, fate dei buoni amici. Sì. Questo coglione. Cosa sei, non faccio niente. Oh, pula. Ma ti senti che cazzo me l'ha detto? Già, giovane, cosa luce blu vuol dire sto ancora? Coglione, dopo che mi hanno preso dei Pablo, ti hanno preso? No, guardami, mi stanno liberando raccari. No, già ti libero anche te, aspetta. Cazzo mi fermo. Meski kuyat parimpado. Like to buy some marijuana? I'm thinking maybe $40. Need a bag. Hey, what's in your hands? There's nothing in my hands. What's in your hands? Nothing. Open your hands. All right. Oh, what are you, a comedian? Actually, officer, I'm a magician. Okay. Up against the wall, Houdini. Yes. You hiding something? In a matter of speaking. You hiding something? Possibly. Oh, we got something here? Okay. Listen, I'm gonna give you one chance. Show me that bag. All right, officer, if you insist. Slowly bring it out. That's not the same bag. What's in there? All right, here we go. Just a backup. Oh my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! That's not the same bag. What's in there? All right, here we go. Just a backup. Oh my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Dude, how did you do that? That's amazing! No. Not the same bag. What's in there? All right, here we go. Just a backup. Oh my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Dude, how did you do that? That's amazing! No. Guardate, tradesiste, Austin. Austin, who did this? Why did they do you like that? They stick your food too? Austin got wild. Man, Austin's all messed up. What happened to you, Austin? Yeah, you better say thank you. This is the second time I've saved you, Austin. The second time. So you're all fucked up now. Wait, you trying to say Austin was harassing you? Oh man, look at me. Somebody knocked him over. Who is it? It's Austin. Austin, do this. Ti sei fuso? Vabbè, non è... Ho perduto. Eccomi.
Un momento, io c'ho il numero 8, mi sono distratto un attimo.
Alla faccia dell'altro. Ma il 76 è uscito? Sì, poi stiamo giocando per la quaterna.
Ma non tanto l'avete chiamato?
Sì,
Io ero al telefono, sto capendo. No.
Cosa? Dai, tocca a me.
No, tocca a me, questa volta è vero.
Ho deciso. Servo il Signore. Sì, a quale tra noi? No, servo il Signore, nel senso che mi faccio aprire, mi faccio dare. Allora ragazzi. Allora ragazzi, vi farò vedere la foto di un ragazzo e mi dite se ci uscireste insieme come vi interessa.
No, ce la faccio, anche se quei capelli.
Questa magari.
No.
Questa è una mandibola bella sviluppata, mi interessa un po'.
4, 5.
Mattia, dentro, bravo. Cambio foto? Che cosa interessa?
Sei comunque un bel ragazzo.
Ok, avete paura dei ragni voi? Vi faccio passare in aracnofobia, fai vedere. Allora ragazzi, vi farò vedere la foto di un ragazzo. Ce la faccio. Mattia, vieni qua, bravo. Ti ho dimenticato di dirti che vado fuori palestra. Cambia il voto?
Sì.
Che voto gli dareste?
Sei comunque un bel ragazzo.
Ok, avete paura dei ragni voi?
Ragazzi, buongiorno, questa sicuramente non me la indovinate, voglio vedere i commenti dei più audaci.
Cocco bello rinfrescante, rassonante, rifaccio tua moglie e quella amante? Raffinato, uomo bene. Questo ragazzo stava mostrando la sua nuova stampante 3D a suo nonno e lui è rimasto letteralmente incredulo.
Este soy yo. Antes de que todo se fuera al carajo. Y sí, este soy yo. Antes de que todo se fuera al carajo. Hey, where you going, man? Come back. And what with the music? Your hat is whack.
Dalla macchina. Non posso? Ti serve? Preso una gomma. Non prendi una gomma dalla macchina, posso? Cazzo qua, guarda sta gomma. No, è mia. Ma che cazzo? Dai, bro! 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 No, è mia, è mia! No, non è mia. Vabbè, oh, ma guarda che io ti ho fatto perché poi ti sono morte. Ma so, no! Guarda che vado male, no, ma infatti ti ho visto, speriamo che stress. Cosa c'è? Dai, sali veloce, muoviti! Cos'è che voglio? Lo visti subito? Volevano rubare? L'ho visto subito, Giorgio, l'ho preso io, Giorgio! Sì, l'ho salvato io! Questi cosa stanno facendo? Mi servono questo per rapinarlo. Non posso far finta di niente. Non posso. Cosa c'è? Dai, sali veloce, muoviti!